All right, welcome everyone to this edition of From Around the World Fridays. I'm your host, Kyle Rasmussen, and today we're continuing with the Havana, Cuba series. So you see here, I got another run in the morning. It was a beautiful morning. Got to see some cool statues along the way there, and look out at the fortress across the water. After that, we had breakfast and then headed out to a sustainable farm just outside of the city. I think it took like half an hour or so to get to. But yeah, you'll see a bunch of pictures from that. They're really really cool. It- they've made it all work there with what they have and what they get, and it's all essentially sustainable. They don't have to really use anything that's not on the farm already. So everything kind of recycles back into itself, which is really, really uh, such a good idea and a really efficient way to get things done and not wasteful. And yeah, I really enjoyed learning about it and getting to check out the farm. They had all sorts of stuff there. They had chickens, they had pigs, they had water buffalo, they had sugar cane, they had oh gosh, what else they have? I think they had goats. They had all sorts of stuff. It was wild. Yeah, but really cool place. So we'll look at some pictures from there.
Boy, sugar. Mucho sugar.
So on this farm too, they had this cactus uh, that you can see here, and it's 200 years old, is what the guy said, and it's just beautiful. It's massive, and really really beautiful. I just I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. But they had so many cool flowers and plants and everything. Everything was there. They you could live there forever and have all the food that you wanted. Um, yeah, I thought it was fascinating too. They were saying that the government takes 90% of what they produce and then redistributes it to the Cuban people uh, as rations, and then the other 10% is what they have to sell and do what they want with. And even in that setup, they're still a profitable place, and they still do pretty well. It's definitely tourists go there, and they've catered to tourists for sure. But it's amazing what they can do, even with 90% of what they produce being taken from them as well. So after getting to explore the farm and learn a little bit about it, we had lunch, and you can see what we had for lunch there. We had suckling pig, which was actually really good, and there are some other things along with it, but we had different cheeses that they make on the farm and things like that. Just all the fresh everything was from the farm there. But yeah, you had the suckling pig there, which was kind of funny after we had just watched the pigs run around, all the little ones earlier that day. So. Um, the meal was fresh, but it was actually a really great meal. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. It was warm, and they had live music there, which you'll see here in a second too. So it was great.
So darling, darling, stay by me. Oh, stay by me. Oh, stay. Stay by me, yes, anymore. La, 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 la. When we go take
After lunch, a few of us went on a horseback ride, and just a short ways, maybe like 10 minutes or so to get to where we were going. We got off the horses where we stopped and then went, did a little hike up this hill. There's a little ridge that you can stand on and overlook, like, gosh, all the way to the water, all the way, for miles and miles to see. And again, it was a perfect day out, so had a great view of the surrounding area, and it was awesome. So these are some pictures from that here. So after we got back from the farm, a couple of us went and walked around Old Town Havana, and uh, gosh, I saw this. You can see here this puppet is painting a picture, which is first of all way better than I could do, but um, such a unique and cool idea. I just love this thing. I thought it was awesome. But this guy is controlling this puppet, and the puppet paints pictures, and then the guy gets tips off of that or gets cash, But what a cool idea and such a great job done. I mean, the pictures are awesome. So yeah, enjoy this little video here. So that night, we went to what's called the Fabrica de Arte Cubano. In 2019, it was named one of Time's top 100 places in the world to visit. And I can see why. We had dinner on a rooftop like that was attached to it or right next to it, and then we went into the actual place itself, and super cool idea. I mean, you walk in and you get a little punch card because there's multiple bars and whatever inside of there. But it used to be an old factory, and it was transformed into this art gallery slash live music venue. So I think there was like five or six different bars. There was a restaurant in there. They had at least four different live music locations in there, and then throughout, interspersed in there was art, Cuban art. So there are different art installations in there, um, in different areas where they can promote the art as well. Um, but yeah, it was just what an incredible place and such a great idea to transform this space into a place that's now like one of the top places in the world to visit. And I can again see why people would want to go there. I mean, it was amazing. It was quite the experience. Um, so yeah, check out these pictures in this video. So I'll leave it at that for this week. Next week, we will look at the final day in Cuba and the end of the trip, which was sad and came way too quick. But hope you guys enjoyed this week, and I will see you all next week.